Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fina.wa.arifin. Now I want to talk about language and culture. Language and culture across discipline, culture and linguistic anthropology, the scope, unity, and difficulty of culture, contrasting perspective on intellectual discourse, communication, accommodation theory or CET, culture in the classroom. Fundamentally, language and culture play two complementary roles in education process. All human activities are linguistically and culturally mediated. Language and culture enable an organized teaching and learning classroom culture, and student and teacher working together, school culture and the practice, big and small, more or less functional, track with school life in context and concept, language, culture across discipline. Communication between members of different speech communities has been a long-standing research topic across the social sciences. Kessling and Bolston. Within social phonology, cross-cultural communication and intercultural communication are institutionalized as independent disciplines. Whatever stage on intercultural communication one may take, language and culture are critically implanted in the topic, and it may therefore seem necessary to define the two concepts and their relationship upfront. Culture in linguistic anthropology. For the purpose of discussing the connection between language and culture as a sociolinguistic topic, it is helpful to consider differences. Over 5 or 6 perspectives on culture in language anthropology. 1. Culture as distinct from naturals. Culture as knowledge. Culture as communication. Culture as a system of mediation. Language is a critical tool of symbolic mediation and language. Culture as a system of history. Culture as a system of participation. The scope, unity, and diversity of culture. Some further conceptual function concerning and scope and differentiation of culture in order in everyday use well as in much academic. Discourse culture is commonly understood as particular to a given social group and assert within that group. Contraction perspective on intellectual discourse. In sociolinguistics, the prototypical example of social structure approach is variant communication accommodation theory or CET. In the traditional of the communication schemes, research on cross-cultural and intellectual communication is predominantly considered from social psychological perspective. The goal of cross-cultural communication research is to construct theories that may account for cognitive conversion analysis and membership. Categorization analysis, descriptive sum of dance, the history and analytical priorities of CE and MCE are distinctly different from those of international linguistics. Culture in the classroom. As classrooms around the world are interacted by diverse student population, teachers charge to offer high-quality education for all students, possess significant professional challenge, and extensive educational literal make recommendation for police and participate of multicultural education. Accommodation is to be seen as a multiply organized and conceptually complex set of internship regularly available to communicator. In face-to-face talk, it can function to index and solidarity with or discussion from the conversational partner, physical and identically. I think that's all. Thanks for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.